Hey there, and thanks so much for joining us for this special YSN Weekly Update. I'm Brandon Shope here on NHCS TV. Hope you've had a great week so far. We're going to start things off right now with our top story. When it comes to making sure all children are fed, child nutrition staff are working hard day in and day out here at New Hanover County Schools. They recently hit the 250,000 meal milestone for meals that have been given out during COVID-19. Here's the full story. So far, more than 250,000 meals have been distributed to kids all across New Hanover County, and of those, over 25,000 have been transported by the YMCA. YMCA staff stopped by to visit with child nutrition employees recently to celebrate the big milestone.
It was amazing, the kids that just wave and the grandparents that come out and say thank you to us every day. We have one house where the girls turn the window with their little heart every day for us. There's one trailer park that we show up and all the kids run to the bus and we're like, all right, step back, keep your 6 feet apart. But it's the next, you can tell that it's a need because they're excited to get a school meal. And so, and they're there waiting for us. Very rarely do we show up the next day and see a meal left on the doorstep, so they're being used and utilized. So, but it's been a great partnership. The school cafeteria staff has been phenomenal.
It's been really great because, it's great the fact that we can do something with an organization that is helping these kids. And them coming every day and picking up lunches for these kids.
Board of Education member Stephanie Adams says it's been amazing to see the district's quick response to COVID-19, and she's thankful for the additional help from community partners like the YMCA.
There's an African proverb of it takes a village to raise a child, and this is the perfect example of that. In the pandemic, we are just facing unprecedented circumstances, and New Hanover County Schools is great at many, many things. We support our students, we have passionate teachers, administrators, and staff, but we need some help in this because we need to make sure that we're getting to all of our kids and able to support them in as many ways as possible. So at this time, this community partnership and some of the other community partnerships that are helping to get to our students the resources and food that they need, it's just paramount, and we're just very grateful for it.
Prom may be canceled due to COVID-19 restrictions, but that's not stopping the party. One local dad teamed up with a local famous radio personality to create a virtual prom. It happened last week, and we actually had a lot of cool celebrities stop by, including WNBA superstar Tamara Young. I got a chance to speak with Big B from Coast 97.3 a little bit more about the virtual prom. Here's that interview.
Hey there, it's Brandon Shope with NHCS TV. Joining me right now from Coast 97.3 Radio in Wilmington is Brandon Big B Hickman. Brandon, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Brandon. What's up?
This is great. And you guys obviously know B also from hosting Sports Roundtable here on the channel. And so we want to talk a little bit about the virtual prom. Now, B, tell me a little bit about, what is the virtual prom and just some of the details about it.
So the virtual prom is something that was set up by my fraternity brother, Rod Bell, who actually is the brains behind it. And he hit me up one day and said, I think it was right after they got a robocall from Laney, and they were saying, hey, we're going to have to cancel the prom. And, a lot of kids, juniors and seniors at Laney were like down about it. Coach Bell is one of the, I think, track coaches out there. He helps a lot at the school. So he was like, well, would you do a prom? I said, yeah. He said, what you doing April 25th? I was like, nothing. Not doing anything. I don't have any play. If it was playing, I guess it's canceled now. So the big thing about that was that he said, what if we just did it like for the whole city? And that's how it started coming up. I was like, how are we going to do it? So we kind of hashed out how we could do it through Zoom and get some invites out to all the kids in our area, all the juniors and seniors in our area. The response has been crazy, and we've had some folks from Virginia chime in.
Seriously?
We had some folks from Virginia. Yes, we had some folks from Virginia chime in. And we were like, okay, so.
A couple more quick questions for you. Tell me a little bit about, so now you have more than 15 years, on the radio. You DJ'd a ton of parties, events. Have you ever done anything like this virtually before? I mean, this is a new thing, for me. Is it something new for you, or have you done this before?
So I DJ every Saturday, and let me get it right, every Saturday at 3 and every Sunday at 12:15 Facebook Live. And so I have folks, I don't actually see them, but you know, you can see the comments. And I've been doing that since we've been on our stay at home situation. But this is very new to me to DJ on the Zoom. And I actually been watching some other DJs. I just saw, I posted it on my Facebook, a Will Smith quarantine concert with DJ Jazzy Jeff, and Jazzy Jeff was in a whole nother city
What?
DJing. You know, he was doing it through Zoom. I think Denzel was on the Zoom. It was a lot of folks on the Zoom, but he was DJing from a different city, and they actually performed with him DJing in another city. I don't know how they did it. There was no lag. There was no delay.
What would you like to say to the students out there, the parents and the community in general, you know, who
I,
are, you know, struggling right now in this time?
I just want to say, you know, encourage your students um, to do the best that they can do right now while they're in their studies, especially our seniors. We want our seniors to graduate. We also want you to do the best you can in these circumstances. Take it seriously as far as your studies. You know, I know, you know, it makes it, you know, as a student, and if I was a student, I wake up when I want to and try to get this done. You know, try to make yourself a schedule and get through this, and you know, treat it like it's, you know, school. This is the new normal for right now, and you know, the prom is the prom.
Excellent, B. Well, you are, you know, as everyone knows, one of the best in the business, and we appreciate you doing this for the district and helping us out. And, you know, also just we look forward to seeing that video, and it's going to be a great time on Saturday.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man.
We continue our Amazing Teachers feature right now by spotlighting a local teacher from College Park Elementary. Here's that story.
Hey there, it's Brandon Shope with NHCS TV. Joining me right now for our special Amazing Teachers segment. Special interview right now with Katie Palumbo. She is one of our teachers here in the district. Katie, how's it going?
Good, going well.
All right, awesome. So now, you know, I was talking with Michael McGuire, and he is the director at the TV station, and Michael told me that it was actually, you know, you were one of the first teachers to come to him and say, you know, we'd really like to do this partnership where we can get the lessons on the air. Tell me a little bit about, you know, what it's been like teaching on television.
Well, it's definitely been new to me. I consider myself pretty tech savvy, but in the classroom we have different technology that we use, and then having to try to recreate it at home and try to keep it as interactive and exciting as in the regular classroom has been really hard. But it's different because, you know, I teach my lessons with a lot of, you know, student responses and waiting for their answers and, you know, with a bunch of kids every day. And then now it's like just my empty room. So that's been different, but I'm glad that we're doing it because I had a lot of kids in my classroom that, that I was concerned if they were going to be able to get iPads and get internet. So I'm glad that there's this other option out there for kids in the county.
Yeah, no, I think that's excellent. You know, and tell me a little bit about the response. You know, what has the response been like from the students and the parents as well to see their teacher on television?
So far, I'm really thankful for. We've had all really positive responses to it. And it's really neat because, you know, some of the kids in my class are watching it, but it's for, you know, the whole county. So, like my neighbors and other kids in my neighborhood will like come by on their bikes and they'll be like, I saw you on TV this morning. And then that's kind of nice because I can get feedback from them too. And then, you know, put things in that they might think are a good idea. So it's been overwhelmingly positive, which is really nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. So tell me, Katie, a little bit about, so I know that, you know, like you said, there's some students who, you know, may not have internet access. And of course, the county is working with those students to try to get them the hot spots. We've got Wi-Fi locations, but this is another excellent tool for students, you know, to view the educational programming. Tell me a little bit about, you know, just how important it is that we are offering that additional service.
Well, I think it's really important. And I think, you know, it is being streamed online too, which is nice because I think another aspect of it that Michael McGuire and, you know, that we were kind of looking for is that we understand that it's very stressful for the parents who are doing school at home right now, especially if they're doing their own job, and then if you have lots of kids. So it's nice, I think, to have like a window, a set time every day that you know that there's a lesson on, and that, you know, your child's going to be doing something educational, and it's something from not just, you know, some random person somewhere in the world. It's from a teacher in New Hanover County. So it's good. And then like the kindergarten kids can watch the first grade lesson also, so they can get even more time. And I think it's really awesome that it's on TV, because even if, you know, you have the internet and you have the iPad, it's not every kid can be on the iPad at the same time. You know, we have some families that have 3 and 4 kids that have one device for the whole family. So if one of them can watch on the TV, then that's really awesome.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I agree with you 100% there, Katie. And, you know, also, I guess, you know, just a couple more quick questions here for you to wrap it up. But NHCS TV, of course, we are on the air at Spectrum Cable Channel 5, Channel 191 out in Carolina Beach. Also online, they can view the online stream as well. Roku, Apple TV, a lot of great ways, you know, for folks to view this content. Now, say if someone does tune in to this, you know, one of the students, the parents, tell me a little bit more about what they'll be seeing. You know, what are you offering in your lessons, and what are some of the other teachers that you're working with offering as well?
Okay, so my lessons right now, so it's 3 lessons a week, and they replay 2 days in a row. So I've been trying to focus 1 lesson a week on math, 1 on reading, and 1 on writing, and then I integrate the science and social studies in with the reading and the writing. So I've been trying to, as much as I can, recreate what it would be like to be in my classroom. So we do a lot of, you know, I can share things on the screen so the kids can practice some of those daily kindergarten skills, like counting to 100 and doing their sight words, and those kind of skills that they've been practicing throughout the year. And then when we're doing our reading and writing, I've been really trying to add some artwork in there and some you know, things that the kids can follow along at home with just a paper and pencil, which is really nice because then they can do it at home. And then we're using within those lessons, and I know the first grade teacher who's doing her lessons, we're using some of those county programs that we have, like our Reading Fundamentals program and some other ones. And our 5th grade teacher, I know she's been doing kind of a mix of reading and math. So
that is great. Katie, just to wrap up the interview here, is there anything else you'd like to add? Maybe something I forgot to ask, or maybe I just left it out, or maybe something you'd like to tell your students at home? I know you guys are all missing, you know, your kids, and the kids are all missing their teachers right now.
yes, I am really missing my kids in my classroom. This is such a special time of year at the end of the year, and I know that, you know, every teacher is really missing their kids and just kind of heartbroken and missing all the fun activities that we could do with them. But I'm just really, really proud of my kids for adapting so well, and for all the kids in the county, you know, for switching to being at home and, you know, being with their parents teaching them instead of us teaching them. And I think that they're still, you know, just working hard like they always do. And that's pretty amazing, I think, especially for 5-year-olds, you know, in kindergarten.
Definitely, Katie. Well, I agree with you. You know, just we appreciate all the work that you're doing, all the teachers are doing right now in the district. I know it's a very different time, of course, you know, for the entire nation right now, but, you know, we're getting through it together. Thanks again, Katie, for joining us, and thanks so much for all the hard work you're doing here in New Hanover County Schools.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Now it's time for your COVID-19 update. We wanted to remind you that North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper has extended the closure of all North Carolina public schools due to COVID-19 through the end of the 2019-2020 school year, with remote learning replacing classroom instruction. Also, this closure includes all before and after school programs and pre-K programs as well. Also, we'll let you know that New Hanover County Schools is following federal and state guidelines on limiting in-person meetings and facility use in confined spaces to less than 10 people. All NHCS schools and facilities remain closed to the public at this time, except by appointment and at the discretion of the principal. That's all for this New Hanover County Schools TV YSN Weekly Update. Want to let you know that you can follow us right now on Facebook, Twitter, and of course YouTube as well. Also, we've got some really cool new things that are coming to our Instagram page pretty soon, so you'll definitely want to check that out as well. As always, you can find us online at nhcs.net and also on Spectrum Cable Channel 5 and Channel 191 in Carolina Beach. That Channel 5 is on the air in New Hanover County and Wrightsville Beach and the surrounding areas as well. Once again, thanks so much for joining us. Stay safe out there. I'm Brandon Shope.